At this point, I've lost track of how much waiting I've done in-game. It's upwards of 12 hours now, and I was being stubborn about it. I didn't want to use console commands or anything, but I reached out to the mod author, and I just asked, like, hey, am I almost done? How much more before the Battle of Solitude? And according to him, because I've lost all the other cities, and I got all the quests, including deceased information, I am up to the point where I can start the Solitude Siege, or the Solitude Siege is the next thing left for me, as well as the final quest showing off the actual defeat. So, we're going to do set stage underscore test 3 4. And that should start that. There we go. Started Battle for Solitude. Go to Solitude. There is also a thing where if you don't go to a city in a certain amount of time, once you have the quest that the siege is going to start, the siege will automatically fail. Or at least you'll automatically lose the siege. But hey, it's the final battle. I have to be here for it. You guys all seem very relaxed, given that there's a siege. Report. Aw, man, I wish I could ask Malpin. I understand why I don't, it's just because it's keeping it similar to the other sieges, but it would be nice if Malpin had, like, specific lines about this.
The Dominion is here. Get down to the front line. This is it. We must hold the city.
Alright. And I raised the difficulty again, so we really should be at the disadvantage. Even during some of the other sieges, I ran into the issue of I would stand there and do nothing and not help my side at all, and the Dominion would still be losing, even though I set this to the harder difficulty, even though I set it so that they had extra reinforcements and everything, so I don't know what happened there.
Well, where the hell
That
was
might have
that
just been
storm?
unintentional.
Let's get this over with.
Or the Legion's just really that good.
Winking skeevers got warm.
Oh, jeez. Alright, everything's already on fire. To try and alleviate the glitch I was having before with the shield bash and shield block where it slows down time, I just did, well, I just made my block skill legendary. That way, we won't have that glitch pop up at all, potentially. I'm just standing here blocking. And I'm just, I already got it up from 15 to 23. Oh, no, it's still going. Oh, up to 24? Okay. It's a pretty fair fight, is what I'll say. But we're also, we have the advantage. We have the high ground right here. So the fact that it's evenly matched means that the Aldmeri's just doing a very good job right now. Uh-oh. Oh, we lost that very quickly. Oh, where are you running to? You can't go that way. Oh. Oh, no. Alright.
Somebody help!
You just ran through the fire yourself, sir. You're fine. Yeah, you don't want to go that way. We lost the city. They're very confused right now. Alright, so now we just need to leave the area. And if we wait 3 days or so in-game, we should get a letter, a courier, or just a quest to pop up with the final quest up. And if that doesn't happen, then I do have the console command to get that started. You're a little bit late to the fight, buddy. Battle's over. We lost. Oh, no. Oh, great.
wanted to join the military, but the damn Dominion have given me no choice.
Oh! Oh, that's cool. Okay, there's one of the... I wouldn't necessarily call it a random encounter, but that's cool. There's just... new NPCs added who, you know, kind of like how in the vanilla game it's like, oh, I'm on my way to join the Legion, I'm on my way to join the Stormcloaks. And now we have, ones in the same vein for this. I like that. That's really cool.
Yes? What is it, Nord?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I've found that it almost works better if you fast travel around rather than just waiting in one area. That might just be something in regards to how the vanilla game handles couriers and letters sent and everything. George, meet me at the Nightgate Inn in the Pale as soon as possible. It is important. It is important, yeah. You know, we lost. Is it gonna pop up a quest, or... No. Okay, miscellaneous quest. Just wanted to check. And it makes sense that he would be, you know, here rather than in a big city. If he was in any of the major cities, the Thalmor would absolutely track him down and kill him. So now we're on the run. We're refugees. See, he's not even wearing Imperial armor. Alright, all this
We need to speak privately.
is really well done.
Come with me. Don't talk to anyone else.
All of this is incredibly well done, and to me, it just shows that a lot of time and effort was put into it, thinking about these little details and such. And that's what I really appreciate about the mod. So I wonder what this is going to be about. If it's going to be about, oh, we have to get our people out of here. We have to smuggle our people across the border or something.
Good. I'm glad to see you survived the battle. But alas, it seems we are in a very precarious situation. The Dominion have won. They now hold Skyrim. We have no choice but to retreat.
I was hoping I could get closer to them for
Myself
this.
and Malpin have a plan, but as for anyone else who escaped the battle, I can't say. Unless they ditch their armor and gear as we have, they will likely be hunted down and killed.
What about General Tullius? And he's like, oh, he's dead.
Ah, yes, the General. I tried to convince him to come with us, but he wouldn't hear it. He ordered the doors to Castle Dark barricaded, and then he waited along with his loyal followers.
Oh, he's real dead then.
Last thing we heard from Solitude was that the Dominion had breached the doors. At least, they went out blades in hand. I can only hope it was quick for them.
Man, this is depressing. I love that there's, you know, the ability to lose the war, but it's really depressing when you think about it. What is your plan?
We are going to fall back to High Rock. As it stands, it is the Empire's final stronghold. It is our final chance to rebuild our strength and fight back. As for you, I want you to remain here in Skyrim. Try to cause as much chaos as you can. There will be plenty of Thalmor for you now, I'm sure. They also still hold many men in their captured forts, so the more you can release, the better. Fear not, my friend, we are not finished here. We will be back, but until then, farewell. Come, Malpin, we should get going.
If I may, I would like to have a word with him.
Very well, make it quick. I'll be waiting upstairs.
Well, this didn't turn out quite like we expected, did it? But in all seriousness, Cialius is right. We are not done here. We will be back. Until then, it's up to you to make sure they do not forget us. I know you're more than capable. Well, I should get going. I always wanted to see the Adamantine Tower. Goodbye, my friend.
I want to see it too.
And with a final blow, the final bastion of the Empire fell. They fought hard, but it was not enough. The endless onslaught of the elves proved too much to handle, as many feared it would.
Skyrim now lies solely under the control of the Aldmeri Dominion as their conquest of Tamriel continues. Still, the fight must go on. Skyrim's armies lie shattered, her people subdued. Yet still, they must fight. The Dominion now expect an easy occupation. It is the duty of every man and woman in Skyrim to make sure that they do not get it. It is times like these that one must look to their allies and their friends. Hammerfell and High Rock still stand against the Dominion's might. Regardless of allegiance, everyone must come together to tackle the Elven threat. For now, Skyrim must be on the defensive, taking whatever steps necessary to make the Dominion's occupation as painful as possible. A chance to strike back will come soon enough. It is just a matter of patience. The Dominion think they have won. Let them keep thinking it.
You know what these endings remind me of? It reminds me of
What can I do for you?
the introductions to the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series. And that's a good thing. I love that show. Alright, so that's what happens if you lose the Second Great War mod fighting for the Imperials. I was kind of hoping that we could take him as far as the borders to High Rock, but at the same time, probably makes more sense if we don't all go together. And it's a thing of, I feel like that would be even more of a tease if I took him that far and he's like, well, I get to go to High Rock and you don't. You're seeing me cross the border and you'll never see me again. Goodbye. So, yeah, it makes sense that I don't take him. Oh, oof. Failed the Second Great War. Very demotivating right there. Alright, awesome. The mod author is currently working on the new update, which will add a bunch of new quests, change some things up, and most importantly to me, will redo how quests and sieges are implemented and do away with the vanilla courier system as the means of initiating all of that. Which I'm happy for. And the mod author even said himself, it's like that he wishes he had changed that or fixed it in an earlier update. But honestly, the fact that it's going to be in the big update, that's still perfectly fine with me. In the end, it's less of an issue with the mod, and it's just an issue with how vanilla Skyrim handles couriers and the way that letters are sent through it. It just turned out to be the thing of the two didn't really work together. They didn't really work in tandem the way the mod author had hoped. And I know that it worked well for some. For some people, there weren't issues with the courier, and then for other people, such as myself, there were. Same goes for those little outro videos. For some people, the video plays fine, and then for me, for whatever reason, it does not. So it's always the thing of you never know what's going to happen from person to person. As a mod author, you can only test it on your computer so much and get it working on your computer. You never know what's going to happen once it gets out into the public and what bugs and people are going to find. And it's the same thing that you find in just game development as well. From my brief correspondence with the mod author, it does sound like the update to Second Great War is going really well, and at that point, once that's released, I will definitely play it again. That time playing from the Thalmor side of things, since that is supposed to be a relatively different take on this quest. So it is a thing of, in a way, we've really only covered about half the content in this mod so far, so it's really crazy to think that there is this much added to it, and in a way, this mod is trying to almost recreate the original intention for the Civil War, because the original intention for the Civil War questline for vanilla Skyrim was that you could have these really cool large-scale sieges, that you could lose the war, and that you would take each city by storm with the help of your troops. So I'm really liking that. In a way, this mod is trying to accomplish that, but by still adding its own story as well, with new characters and the fact that it's the Second Great War as opposed to the Civil War. But I'm really glad that I did get to try out the losing side of things. Very bittersweet ending because, yeah, you lost the war, but I enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time with more Skyrim Saturday, and like I said, we will take another look at Second Great War with the next update. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.